For a long time, my life felt like I'm constantly living on survival mode. Wake up, go to work, come home exhausted, and repeat. For the longest time, I really thought my 9 to 5 was the problem, but it actually taught me things that I did not expect at all. Hi, I'm Nash. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's get straight to the video. Before I go any further, I want to make something very clear. My experience with my 9 to 5 jobs was far from perfect. I have gone through the same struggles that you are going through right now. Maybe you hate your job right now. You feel stuck and the job market is so bad that you can't even get out. You don't have any other options. I was there as well. And it feels like you will be stuck in your survival mode forever. So I am not trying to ignore that reality at all. I just wanted to share how my perspective changed slowly but surely with time when I started to get better opportunities for me. My first few corporate jobs were so bad. My environment was extremely toxic. People were really passive aggressive. My colleagues were horrible to me. I remember I used to cry in the bathroom 2 to 3 times a week because I just cannot take it. It is so overstimulating and overwhelming at the same time. There was no excitement. There was no bigger picture. I feel like I am just clocking in and clocking out. What is my life? When I talk about this, I am not coming from a place where everything was just handed to me or everything was so easy for me. That's why I'm able to say this today. I am saying this as someone who has spent years trying to figure out how can I make a better balance for my life? How can I find better opportunities? Finally get out of survival mode and live my life. First thing that my 9 to 5 really taught me was stability. Whether it's stability in my income or my day-to-day life, my schedule, I know that I will have a paycheck coming in every 2 weeks. I know that I will be able to pay for my bills, pay for groceries, and have a roof over my head. Stability feels like a blessing when your life always has been on survival mode. A lot of people might not see it that way, but you stop taking small things for granted. Even when I was stuck in my really toxic corporate jobs where my life felt like I'm suffering every day, the stability that I have money coming in every 2 weeks and I know that after work I can just do whatever that makes me happy, that stability has really helped me to see the bigger picture. If you are not happy in your job right now, and I know that you will find a better opportunity for you, I know it takes so much time and patience and a lot of struggle and rejection, but you will get there. I promise you that. If I can do it, you can as well. You don't always have to be stuck in a job that you hate so much that you don't want to show up for every day. I know. I have been there as well. Things were not easy for me in the beginning, but it does get better eventually. I promise you that. When you are not constantly thinking about surviving, you are able to focus on creating. So when you have more stability in your life, in your income, your schedule, you start to focus more on your hobbies, your creativity, your goals, your habits, your overall life outside of the 9 to 5. What makes you happy? What is the bigger picture for you? For me, it was like starting a YouTube channel or something creative that I want to do outside of work. That stability really helped me to make a difference in my life. And I think the second thing it slowly taught me was discipline and structure in my life. I know we still have to show up for our work even if we don't feel like it. Maybe you're just not feeling the best today, but you still show up anyway because things need to get done, because work needs to get done. I know, and it's not only for a 9 to 5 corporate jobs. I know people who are self-employed, who has businesses. You still show up for your business, for your work, for your people. Let's be real. Not every day you'll be waking up feeling motivated and refreshed, but you still show up for your work, and that shows you how disciplined you are and how much you want better things for your life. Because even when I was in those toxic environments, I know that my manager will say something that will piss me off that day. My colleague will say a passive-aggressive comment. I still showed up. I still get the job done and go home. Eventually, you will stop relying on motivation and you will start doing things from discipline. And this discipline carries you through other areas of your life. For example, you don't want to go to the gym today, but you have to because you have bigger goals to achieve. You want to see your body functioning healthy and you want to get stronger. So you still take yourself to the gym even though you had a very long day at work. Same goes for eating healthier. You don't feel like it, but you still have to do it because you're disciplined. You want to see yourself getting better and having that snatched body or whatever your goals are. Because before I thought of having the perfect mood, I will have the perfect routine and then I'll start doing everything. It does not work that way. Discipline is where you do the things that are very hard, but you do it anyway, just because you know your future self would love it. Your future self would do it. Not only that, when you have discipline and structure in your life, it reduces so much decision fatigue. You know what you need to do today. You know what is going through your schedule every day, every week. So you just keep doing it. You just keep showing up for yourself. I think discipline is just showing up for yourself no matter what. Discipline is respecting yourself. Because even if it feels very repetitive, you still show up and you become more intentional with your day, with your time and energy, and how you spend it. Once you realize how limited our time is throughout the day when you're working a 9 to 5, you stop wasting time and you start become intentional with your time and energy and focus on the better things, on things that will help you to become a better version of yourself. And you start working towards your goals, your bigger picture, your dreams and desires. Discipline and structure can do wonders to your life. Discipline and structure can set you up for success, however it might look like for you. It can bring you so much peace and joy because you can finally start to be the better version of yourself that you have always wanted to be, you have always desired to be. Last but not the least, my 9 to 5 has taught me about accountability. And I know this is very difficult for a lot of us because when you are getting older, when you're adulting, it is hard to stay accountable for your own actions. Before, it was our parents who would yell at us to do the things that we need to get done, but now you're completely on your own in this big wide world. Don't get me wrong, I like my job and I'm grateful for it. I know there's so much more to life outside of work. We all have hobbies that we forgot about, goals that we have always wanted to achieve, our maybe side projects or businesses, whatever that might look like for you. I want to learn new things. I want to build better skills for myself. I want to hang out with more people. I want to sign up for different clubs, learn different skills, meet new people. Now having a more stable income and routine has really started to push me to do the things that I've always wanted to do to become my better self. Instead of surviving every day, I have slowly started to learn new things. My work is not my only thing that is consuming my whole life anymore. Accountability means you're becoming more intentional with a dream life that you always think about in the back of your mind, even when you're working a 9 to 5 job. I am very grateful for my 9 to 5 job, but outside of my work, I still want to do things that makes me truly happy. If I keep waiting for the perfect time to build a life outside of my work, it will never happen. Because let's be real, life is never perfect. It has always been chaotic, but we still find the peace and stability in the middle of chaos. And this is where it taught me something so important, that 9 to 5 can support my life, but it does not have to be my entire identity. So be accountable for yourself and do the hard things and build better habits and focus on your creative side. My message here is you don't have to do everything at once. That is not what I'm trying to say here. I know you might think, oh, on top of my 9 to 5 job, now I have to do even more like I was not doing before. That is not what I'm trying to say at all. Because eventually you will burn out from just working a 9 to 5 and then shutting your brain off, not focusing on the things that your soul feels nourished. Because at the end of the day, we all want to do things outside of our 9 to 5 that makes us happy, that builds a better version of ourselves. Even if it's just reading 1 page a day because you used to love reading, but you have stopped because life has been so chaotic and busy. It is not about doing everything at once or having 100 different things throughout the day, but giving your brain a little bit of rest and making it remember your creative side, the side that you have forgotten because of life, of how it got so busy and chaotic, because we all had to grow up. That is something we have to do whether we like it or not. We grow up and we take on responsibilities for ourselves and for the people we love. Comment down below what your 9 to 5 job has taught you. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I hope to see you next week. Bye for now. That's my cat, Pixie. Hi! Oh my gosh, do you have something to say?